at the amazing Nut Farm venue, which has been the final stop on our driving around today. But more important, I'm with Stefan Haasbroek, Marketing Director of Nissan South Africa. Stefan, lekker day today, first of all.
Well, very welcome. I'm happy to have invited you guys, and thank you very much for spending the time with us.
Oh, thanks,
it's
really
an honor.
appreciate. Yeah, look, we drove the Magnite a little bit this morning, just sort of almost as the urban cruise.
Yeah.
And got out to Hearties, and then we came over, of course, to the big boy.
Yeah.
Can I call it that?
You are welcome.
Yeah, the Navara, of course. I've been saying the Pro2X, Pro2X, the two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. And you'll see in this video, we actually comment, this two-wheel drive version that I was in today is actually so damn good, you need the 4X.
Do you need 4X? I think there's probably a lot of opinions about that. It is a little bit more capable, of course, technically.
Yeah.
It's got the round view monitor when you go into 4Low. It does have that additional feature and the additional off-road capability when you're really stuck. But honestly speaking, a well-trained driver or a person that knows what they do can go a long way with a 4x2 vehicle.
As we proved today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did some pretty technical
Yeah.
stuff there.
No.
Stefan, we were earlier today, you've been involved with the new South African built Navara
Yeah.
from inception. 10
Yeah.
years or so already.
Yeah, it's not quite 10 years.
Yeah.
It's a long time. It's many years that we look, conceptually it makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Fundamentally for our business to be involved in the pickup, to use Navara as the pillar of our business, it just makes a lot of sense. The customer is here, the market is here, the manufacturing capability, the supplier base is here. So it has been quite a long journey, and I'm not the only one that's been on it. Everybody back at the office.
But the buck stops with you in a lot of ways.
No, the buck stops with a whole bunch of people. We're a great team. The manufacturing guys, as I said earlier today, the passion that they're showing, the obstacles they overcame to make this reality, is something that we're really proud of, and we're strategically going to use Navara as the foundation of our strategy in South Africa and Africa going forward.
Okay, now that leads in. Today you've called Nissan Next experience.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to just explain that a little
So
bit?
Nissan Next is a 4-year strategy that we deployed globally. It basically focuses. It's about focus and rationalize. You'll recall from the presentation this morning we spoke about some models are rationalized and reduced. Our plants globally, we are making sure that we have proper plant utilization. We're focusing on core markets, and the component of the Nissan Next strategy where we fall into is the strategy for Africa. We really see Africa as the growth frontier. If you look at the levels of mobilization in Africa, the population profiles, all of the stats tells us it's the next frontier, and it's where we're investing. So we are passionate about Africa.
What you've also got is you've got a history with Navara.
There we go. 83 years of building pickups. Finally, this is for us the crowning jewel at this point in time.
And if I can just ask you to step aside, you've got this mean front end that, I always love to comment when you get a vehicle like this, with a front end like this, I always say, picture it in your rear view mirror when it comes up behind you on the highway.
Yeah.
And that is where you've got a mean, significant looking
Look,
vehicle.
the styling is something special for me as well.
Yeah.
But not only the front styling, of course, the nose, the more, not aggressive, but the more robust styling, the vehicle posture, the stance, the entire package to me is...
I've got to comment, this interesting headlight. I mean, it really is, it's different.
It's different. It's 4 LED headlamps. It's quite unique, and it does lend a sense of style to the vehicles. So the vehicle, the whole direction is rugged, redefined.
Okay.
So it's rugged, it's off-road, it's capable, but in a classy way, in a refined way, in a way that you don't need to give up your comfort to be able to drive the road you guys drove today.
Moving down, the other thing is, of course, you've got that higher buck line.
Yeah.
And that also makes quite a difference. This is a Pro2X anyway, but not the point. I've got to just tell you quickly, I had the single cab 4x4 on test a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I do one thing hopefully different to a lot of people. I put a load on the back.
Okay, and what was your experience?
Made no difference.
There we go.
And I had about 700 kilos.
Yeah, so the payloads, single cabs 1.14 tons,
Yeah.
the double cab across the range more than 1 ton.
Yeah,
And
look, I
specifically,
wouldn't want to test it to capacity.
yeah,
I would hate to do that and to do it. Yeah, so 700 kilos I thought was a very significant load. And, as
and
I
the
said,
ride just gets better the more you
ride
load
gets
it, to be
better.
honest.
The pull-off
Yeah.
was a bit slower. That's about the only thing I can comment, but
Yeah.
that's not exactly a complaint.
No, if you're carrying
Yeah.
700 kilos,
No.
you can expect that.
But overall, as I say, lovely day, thank you.
You're more than welcome. I hope you enjoyed it.
It was an experience. We experienced some really bad roads, even the tar roads, there were some bad sections.
Yeah.
But comfort.
It's all around the
Yeah.
coils at the back, the dual rated coils, and the balance, the tuning of the tires,
Yeah.
how the entire vehicle, and the cabin insulation. I'm sure you would have noticed
But this is a luxury vehicle. That's
it's
the bottom
very,
line, isn't
very
it?
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once you're inside, you're in a luxury car.
Yeah, of course.
Great. Stefan, thanks again,
More than welcome.
and great to have been with you.
Sure.
Thank you. I'm with Vuyo, who is lead of communications at Nissan South Africa. Vuyo, a great day with your great products. The Navara, the 4x2 I was in, the Pro2X, proved how incredibly capable it is, even in 4x4ing.
Absolutely.
So that made my day as far as I'm concerned from a driving point of view. But we've been talking today Nissan Next experience. So tell me what that's about and why you actually put together a day like today.
So Nissan Next was part of our midterm strategy. It looked at how do we leverage the strong heritage, the strong legacy that we have in South Africa, globally. And really, as much as one looks back, one also needs to look forward. And so part of Nissan Next was to look at what is our next chapter. That next chapter is exactly what we spoke about. It's around future of mobility, electrification, and a number of other activities. But key to it, it is about you, me, really getting to better understand the product. It is getting to better understand the technology and how it's meant to enhance our lives.
Okay, well, let's talk now locally.
Yeah.
And locally, the big story is Navara. Local manufacturer, local production, but for Africa. So let's talk there a little bit. Tell me a little bit more on that side of things.
Absolutely. You would know that Nissan South Africa has been in operation for more than 6 decades. During this time, we've manufactured a number of vehicles, 2 of which, the NP200, NP300, as well as the hard body, have become staples of the South African on the road.
Oh, yeah.
So the Navara, when it came along, it really is part of our next. It looks at how do we locally continue to provide opportunities, not just for employees, but throughout the value chain. The Navara, also from a technological perspective, it looks at how does this technology enhance the driver experience.
Well, you've got the comfort, the luxury. I've got to mention the luxury, particularly in the top models.
Absolutely.
But you've got the technology underneath as well.
Absolutely.
And as I said, the way this vehicle handles, whether it's roads, whether it's potholed and bad roads, or whether it's dinkum off-roading.
You know what I love about the Navara? The Navara is locally built,
Yeah.
which means that from a severity testing level, we completely understand what the needs of the South African as well as the African customer are. And so it's been made in Africa for Africa.
Right.
And so it's ready. It's able to take on any challenges.
It does, and it today proved it certainly has the capability and can do it. You know what? But it does it easily.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a big point as well.
Absolutely.
You know, some vehicles do things, but they're hard work. This one was a pleasure.
The Navara is rugged redefined. It has the power, and whichever way you look at it, the full grade walk, we are able to provide for the different needs of our customer, which makes us, very important because we are able to cater to the diverse needs, but also understanding the terrain, understanding the usage. That's what makes us, really appeal and to have that customer-centric mindset.
Fantastic. Vuyo, lovely day. Excellent
Thank
ending
you.
to the day. But most importantly, great connecting with you guys.
Thank you. Look forward to always having these chats. I think as we continue, you will find that we have many other exciting products that may just touch different people. So look forward to engaging further.
I'm waiting for those. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Out on the road with the Nissan Next experience. We're in the Magnite, and for a change, we're in a manual. Yeah, you do get the CVT version, but this is the manual. But my driving partner today, Dirk Gallowitz. Dirk,
hi.
How are you doing, man?
Oh, well, thank you.
Ultimate Motoring Magazine, current vice chairman of the guild. So we on the committee together. We spend time together, but hey, you know, I don't think we've ever driven together.
No, no.
Yeah, so lekker experience there. Dirk, what's your feeling on this Magnite?
Well, it's a really nice little car. I like the interior. We've got a PlayStation type of
I
digital
don't know if I'm that keen on that point, but
yeah, but
it's probably the only point I don't like.
Some people, young people, may
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
But yeah, to me, and then it drives nicely. It's a nice gearbox. We're on the open road. You never get the feeling that the car is underpowered.
No, this little 1 litre turbo's got pep, eh?
Yeah. You never get that.
72 kilowatts, I think it is, eh?
And it handles well, and it brakes well. We're on the open road here on the R511 en route
to Arties, which is my
beautiful.
favourite route anyway. I mean, I come out this way
route.
with most test cars. It's lovely, it's stunning. But you know, it's unusual, talking about beauty of the route. This is the time of year in Joburg where we're not supposed to have any more rain. Normally, it would be going very brown.
Yeah, but it's still green.
It's so green because there's been so much unseasonal rain. And which means it's good for water supplies, it's good for everything. So I'm happy about that.
Talking about green, this car is really green in terms of fuel consumption.
Yeah, what are we sitting on? Can you give me a figure there, girl? Yeah, well, can you play around and try and find us a figure quickly? Tire pressure monitor, how's that, eh?
Yeah,
it's got all these things, yeah.
Let me see if I can find.
Yeah, you got to, I mean, it just shows all the controls you got, you know. 16.8 k's per litre. Yes, see, man.
That's why I say, and the way we drive, we're giving a green layout. So
yeah, and I mean, I gave it a bit of stick as well. It's not as if I didn't.
But that's why I say, talking about green, it's really nice to the environment, low emissions.
So you're on like under 6 litres per 100. Yeah. Okay, impressive. Very impressive. But overall, look, we're on this Nissan Next experience. We don't quite know what the rest of the day is going to hold. We do know we're going to jump into Navaras just now.
Yeah.
And I've got a feeling, if I know John, there's going to be a bit of off-roading involved.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I hope so.
Lekker start to the day. Thanks for being with me, Dirk.
Beautiful day, nice, beautiful car, and a beautiful route. What more can we ask?
Hey, you've left out beautiful company.
A beautiful company. Yeah, we're ready for tackling this off-road section with the Navara. We're in a
it's only a 4x2, eh?
Yeah,
not the 4x4.
It's the 2 Pro X, and with diff lock, I think it'll be more than capable here.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to tell us to do the diff lock or not. But I recall you said we came through here on the Mahindra launch.
Yeah, with the S10
2 years ago. Yeah. The automatics.
The automatics.
And this is a pretty bad piece of road, that I know for sure. So, Dirk, you're going to just film me sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
When we go through just now, but we're going to see exactly what a 2-wheel drive Navara can cope with without even having to worry about 4-wheel drive. That's the big point here, right?
Yeah, I think people overlook the fact. People overlook the fact that these 2-wheel drives with diff lock is quite capable. You don't need 4x4. You not necessarily need 4x4 all the time. With most of the people, it's only when it's thick sand and mud towing a trailer, a heavy trailer, that you would need to engage 4x4.
Yeah.
And then there's a significant price you pay when you buy the vehicle. There's a significant price that you pay in maintaining a 4x4 in
and
comparison.
Fuel consumption as well.
Well, obviously,
for the life of the vehicle.
Yeah, and
there's
then
going to be a penalty on fuel consumption.
Yeah. So it's not. It sounds nice. Oh, I've got a 4x4, but how many people really use
Yeah.
the 4x4 to the extent that they can use it? I think very few. So okay, we're going through quite a bad section here, and you can see there is this is also a 4x2 bucky here.
Yeah.
It's a deep hole. It's a rut actually, and this bucky, it's not a problem. It goes through there.
Well, okay, well, there's the guy in front of us going through. Look at that. Little bit of, did you see the little bit of wheel spin there for a second?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's nothing serious. Come on. That got a bit close to the instructor there.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay, it's our turn next.
Engage the
Yeah.
flock.
Let's see. Diff lock on?
Yes, please, sir.
Okay, so that's there, eh?
So you press that. The moment you see your traction control go off,
Yeah.
that means the lock's on.
Diff lock's
Secondly,
on.
what I'd like you to do
Yeah.
is I'd like you to press on camera top right there.
Mm-hmm.
Great thing about that, you've got the bird's eye view.
Right.
You can see exactly what your wheels are doing.
Okay.
How far you've got from the front. The only reason why I'm going to guide you,
Mm.
do you see that ugly step up there?
Yeah.
Then after that, the camera's going to take over.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic.
This means go to your left, go to your right, and stop. One. Thank you, sir.
Got it, thanks. Right, we got all the instructions, Dirk.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Throttle control important.
Yeah.
Light on the throttle.
Light but steady.
Yeah.
Biggest seat is steady, right?
Yeah. It's a huge.
Yeah, there's a big step over there. You can see it on the camera.
Yeah.
Have a look. You can feel the diff lock operating occasionally. There we go. Look, a little bit of slip, but nothing serious. Okay, thank you.
4x2, well done.
Yeah, no problem at all. You can just hear it slipping every now and then.
You
eh?
see the diff lock locks
Yeah.
both wheels, so
Yeah.
it turns simultaneously
Mm,
and gives you maximum traction and tractability.
Just getting some instructions to do some swinging, and now he says dead straight ahead. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
That's
We
we
through that little section, Dirk.
Yeah, no sweat.
No. Well, we survived the dirt road. We survived that really rough little section that Dirk filmed me driving. Now we're back on the tar with Dirk, still with you, pal.
Yes.
And you now on the road with me driving this Navara Pro2X. So it's the two-wheel drive version.
Rear wheel drive on the.
Rear-wheel drive only. But yes, Dirk had handled that dirt road so well, eh?
Yeah.
And
Diff lock on, and
Yeah.
there's no obstacle there that was too challenging.
not a chance. I mean, most people would have thought 4x4 were nothing on
Yeah.
one or two of those little sections, eh?
Yeah.
And yet we had no hassles, no problems. But what is amazing about this vehicle is how smooth it is, eh?
Yeah.
On the road.
I'm amazed how quiet the cabin is.
Yeah.
You can hear that. We're driving at 130.
You weren't meant to say that, eh?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. But
okay.
130 is
Yeah.
a good open road speed, and it's a bucky, so it's not supposed to be this quiet. But it's quiet, more quiet than most cars, or cheaper cars. So yeah. But it's really a nice cabin.
It is, eh? But look, this leaf spring rear suspension they've got on the double cabs makes it a luxury vehicle.
Yeah, and you know,
Yeah.
it's not the best of roads. The undulations
Yeah.
and unevenness of this road makes for a bumpy ride, and will make for a bumpy ride in most cars. But
Absolutely,
it really takes it well.
But you know, Dirk, I've got to comment. This is the Pro2X.
Yeah.
There is a Pro 4X available as well. So it's got exactly the same spec, the luxury, the comfort, all the things it's got, right? Yet it doesn't have the four-wheel drive, okay? But it also doesn't have the penalty of the weight of the four-wheel drive, the extra drag, etc.
And the penalty of a higher fuel consumption.
100%, that's the point. So you know what? You were saying just now, and I've got a comment because I want to put this in here. Think very hard before you buy the 4x4 version when you've got a version like this available.
if you don't go off-road,
Yeah.
challenging off-roads, or you're not a person that tows a heavy a caravan or a trailer through thick sand or mud or so on, I don't think it's necessary. If you're a little bit concerned on your driving ability, rather go for a proper training with this car, because you'll be amazed on what you can do if you know your car.
That's
the technical ability.
100%.
When to use a hill descent control, when to use your diff lock, and how to use it.
Correct, yeah.
And you will be amazed with what you can achieve with just a 4x2 like this.
Well, we've done it, and that's the point. And I mean, that diff lock over there, press of a button that does it all for you, just when you do need it. But overall, I must tell you, impressive, eh?
Yeah, it is.
I think that's the final word on it.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah. Thanks, Dirk.
Thank you.